Hello, my name is Rich Fallett. Um, my portfolio site is what I chose for the subject of my website. So I work in the computer graphics and animation industry. I work at Walt Disney Animation Studios, and I felt like it was a good opportunity to revamp my portfolio site. Um, right now, what you're seeing is the landing page to the portfolio site. I use Bootstrap. You can see that it's responsive. Go all the way down. Bootstrap was actually very helpful for the responsivity of the site. Um, so we'll get started with the different pages. So this first page is the landing page. Um, I discovered through the personas and empathy maps assignments that recruiters were really looking for three things, and they just wanted to be able to find these three things quickly. So, what they want is quick breakdown of experience, the demo reel or show reel, and a means to get in touch. So I decided to, right off the bat, leverage the landing page so that this crucial information was right at whomever's fingertips when they came to visit the site. Um, so from there, basically, I added a call to action beneath each section, and what these do is they link to the larger web page of each section, which goes into more detail. Um, so, for example, if I wanted to get in touch, so we'll go to contact. I leverage CSS to basically make a class so that we know which web page that we're currently looking at. This is the contact page with most of the contact information and a small bio. Each one of these are links to my different sites, different ways to get into contact with me. Then we have like Instagram and ArtStation. Um, so ArtStation, this heavily influenced the design of the site that I was going for, just because I really liked the design. But ArtStation lacks some of the things that I have on this site, which is more of the technology portfolio, and we'll get into that later. But I also wanted to bring up I had this contact form here in the about or in the contact webpage. Um, this is not hooked up. The back end of this is not hooked up, but I just wanted to show it. And this is leveraging Bootstrap as well for a lot of the different buttons and fields to write in. This is a Bootstrap button. All right, move on to the CG portfolio. But yeah, also we can go to the logo, and that'll bring us back to the home page. So now if I want to go to Demo Reel See More, that actually brings me to CG portfolio. Bootstrap has this really cool feature called Jumbotron, which I really like, so I use that to make it so that my show reel can be presented on this big Jumbotron type of format. But now, as you'll see, there's more information on the individual web page for CG portfolio. We have demo reel, but we also have kind of like a reel credit list breakdown. Scroll down more. I've divided this up into different sections, so it's got kind of like a featured computer graphics gallery, and also another demo reel. This is more of a technical, technically focused demo reel, and this is one of the things that I wanted to add, which differs from, for example, that ArtStation website that I showed earlier. So I want to add more technically focused content onto the site in addition to the artistically focused. Um, so I'll move on to the tech portfolio page. So this is mainly my Denver University of Denver portfolio. So at this point, I'm adding, some presentations that I made, different projects that I want to showcase. Um, so, for example, I have a paper here, um, the simple image, the abstract is shown, and then there's an option to download the full paper through a link. Um, and that's what I have so far. So I have 3 projects, hopefully going to add more to that. I'm going to go back home just to bring up this point. So, quick history. This is essentially my resume. Um, Now I'm giving different ways to drill down into the information just so it's not too much information. Um, as you can see, this is using the Bootstrap, the fluid layout. So it's got 2 columns, um, and it's using fluid. It's very similar to the tutorials that we did where there's columns and the columns are broken up into certain sizes, basically divided by 12. So basically, you can have kind of like sidebar, main content area, and so on. But this is the resume section. Use CSS to color code it. And I really like the Monokai color scheme, as you might see in a lot of the other stuff that I use. Pretty much all my projects at DU, I use this color scheme, so it actually works out really well at the portfolio site, and also some of the other stuff all kind of matches. Um, yeah, and then we could see that there's more of a featured project section where it just kind of shows some of the different projects that I've worked on throughout the years, but not all of them. So there's a see more button, and this kind of links to my IMDb page. Yeah, and this was actually kind of a cool Bootstrap gallery that's fluid and it accommodates different sizes of web page, and it wasn't too hard to set up, to tell you the truth. Go full page, and yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And yeah, I really enjoyed learning about Bootstrap. It was a lot more straightforward than I thought it would be, and I'm really glad that I did go with Bootstrap rather than try to code all the CSS from scratch. It would have been really difficult to get all of the resizing and that sort of thing. I didn't really run into many issues. There was one challenge where I did kind of want this initial image to stay fixed, so as I scrolled, it would stick to the background, which I think we've seen in other tutorials, but Bootstrap, it was difficult to override some of the CSS that was going on under the hood, or it was just a little bit too complex where I couldn't figure it out. I'm sure somebody more savvy could figure this out. But all right, I'm Rich Fallett. This is my personal portfolio website, Final Project. Thank you for watching.